The NBA on CBS is sponsored by Cotton Incorporated, the fiber company of America's cotton producers. The totally new Chevrolet, now that's more like it. And by the Miller Brewing Company, brewers of Miller High Life. If you've got the time, we've got the beer.
Welcome to the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. Game number 6. The Los Angeles Lakers leading 3 games to 2. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Bender with the play-by-play. And alongside me, a young man who led the NBA in scoring for the New Orleans Jazz, Pistol Pete Maravich. I tell you, the Lakers have had a tough time winning here in Oakland.
In fact, they've lost the last 15 games here, including 2 playoff games. This has really become a home court series, Gary.
All right, let's go now to the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the Los Angeles Lakers, they'll have Cassie Russell and Don Ford at the forward spots. Kareem will be at center. Don Chaney and Lucius Allen, who played so well Friday night after coming back from that dislocated toe. Rick Barry, Jamal Wilkes, Clifford Ray, Phil Smith, and Gus Williams. As you see Jabbar in the dark uniform, number 33 against Clifford Ray, 44. John Vanek, number 9, will put the ball in the air. He's assisted very ably by Lee Jones. Game number 6. And Pete, it's been a long, dry spell for the Lakers. They've lost 15 in a row here, including 2 playoff games.
This is some kind of series in a home court. I guarantee you that.
Lucius Allen outside and Allen. This is a guy that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar says makes so much difference in the team. The Lakers have jumped on top 2-0. Gus Williams brings it down. He's been shooting well in this series and continues to. 2-2. And you see the aggressive defense now by Golden State. That's one of the keys.
Golden State will come out aggressively, full court pressing all over the court, and they'll try to make the younger players, if they can get Allen or Chaney out of the game, they'll try to really put the pressure on Tatum and the younger players.
Chaney shooting only 21% in the last 3 games. Misses that one, and there is a dominating force. Kareem to Cassie Russell. Rebound. Jamal Wilkes comes away with it. You can say so much about Kareem, but intensity has really been in the forefront in this series. Rebound out to Don Ford in the missed shot by Gus Williams. The thing that happened in that game Friday night, Pistol, was the fact that there were 27 turnovers by Golden State.
Golden State cannot afford any mental lapses today, especially turnovers. They made so many crucial turnovers in game number 5 that it really did them in at the end.
Bill Smith driving in. And he can't get it to go. Don Smith comes away with it. Smith has been in somewhat of a shooting slump in this particular series.
I think you'll see Phil go more towards the basket, try to drive more on Chaney instead of hesitating. He's been faking too much with the ball. He should go straight up for his shots. Therefore, he might come out of his slump.
Well, here's Jamal Wilkes now outside on Don Chaney. As there's the shot clock, 4 seconds left on it, as you can see it on your screen. And Kareem tries one. He's been fouled by Clifford Ray.
Now, that was really a bad foul for Clifford. He had Kareem turned away from the basket about 20 feet. Kareem's not an outside shooter from that distance. He should have just went up with his arms and let him shoot the basketball.
Pistol, is there any question this is the most dominating force in basketball?
Here it is right here. No doubt in my mind that he is the most dominating force. If he continues to play with this intensity, Gary, it could spell a difference for Golden State.
Can any one guy win it all?
I think it's very difficult in a long series like this one has been, and to go into another long series that Kareem might have to go into, it's going to be difficult for him to keep playing with this type of intensity.
Lakers now leading 3 games to 2 as we now have a 3-2 game L.A. Bill Smith outside, Don Chaney on him. Chaney is 6'5", that 85-inch wingspan. He is tough to go around. From the corner, Barry. And Barry shooting the best he's ever shot in a playoff series.
Shooting 49.3%, the best ever in playoff competition. And Rick is their key. In fact, Rick and Kareem have put on quite Academy Award performances for their respective teams.
4-3. Golden State with a 1-point lead. That was intended for Kareem. Don Ford comes away with it. He can't get it, and Clifford Ray comes out. Here they come, thrown away. There's that turnover again.
There's another turnover, another crucial turnover because the momentum is in favor of Golden State. And what they have to do is try to play with a little more patience. Clifford could have came out, held himself up, and then gave it to a guard to take it up. They still would have had the fast break.
Bill Smith now pressuring Don Chaney. That's been the story the entire series. They picked up the ball the minute they bring it in play. Here's Hook with the steal. Jamal Wilkes. And Wilkes is down there. He has had some shooting problems. However, he had 27 points in a game earlier in the series.
Like I said, if they're going to get out of this, Wilkes and Smith have to do more shooting and more scoring.
And now Kareem, I believe, has been called for charging on the play. The basket will not count. Let's look at that one again.
Here's a replay. Here's Kareem going over. And this, as you see right here, Phil Smith comes over and causes a charge from Kareem.
Well, Kareem has done it all. He's 3 times over 40 points, averaging 17 rebounds. Williams backdoor.
Well, here we have again, Gary. Golden State is coming out with great intensity, and I think the team that holds this intensity the longest through this game will win it.
Boy, it's really been a home court series. It's remarkable. Here's Lucius Allen playing with that dislocated toe. Rick Barry rejects it. Allen has it back. Allen with 15 points and 8 rebounds in Friday night's win in the forum. Kareem. And the rebound tipped back out to the big guy, and look at him hustle it in. Just won't go for him. And here comes Clifford Ray. Off to Phil Smith. Don Ford holds him up. We have 8:32 to go in this first quarter as Barry connects.
Well, that was the right play right there. Smith came down. He held the basketball, gave it to Barry for the shot.
So we're going to look at Robert Parrish as we go to a timeout. This young man has played very well against Kareem. It's 10-3, Golden State.
Race with the Devil.
Gary Bender along with Pistol Pete Maravich. Well, Golden State, Pistol, has run off 8 straight points to take this lead.
Well, actually, the reason for this is they've come out very aggressively defensively. They've caused some steals, and their fast break right now is really working.
So we're ready to go now. Don Chaney picked up by Phil Smith. And look at the aggressive defensive play. They have been very active in the last 2 games defensively. Ford picked up by Rick Barry into Lucius Allen. Allen does a good job of getting that ball into Kareem. And there's an example of it right there. And it's rejected by Clifford Ray. Great block shot that time by Ray. And now in the backcourt, I believe we're going to pick up a foul. A backcourt foul. John Bannock indicating that.
Okay, here's the replay. It goes up. Kareem comes right across. Right here, Barry's got it. Kareem reaches in, and he gets him right on the elbow.
Well, that's number 2 on that big guy.
Well, see, what has happened right now, Gary, is the fact that Smith is putting pressure on Chaney, but as the ball goes into Kareem, he is backing off, sagging in, and causing Kareem problems when he's trying to take a step across the middle.
You know, Rick Barry coming in here shooting 49%. 2 40-point games. He wants to win this in the worst way.
He really does want to win it, and he is the premier forward, one of the premier forwards in the league, the best passing forward, I believe, in basketball today.
He finds that open man, doesn't he?
He really finds the open man, and he doesn't hold on to the ball a very lengthy period of time.
All right, 12-3. Golden State jumping on top. Just inside 8 minutes to go in this first quarter. We'll remind you, we'll keep you abreast of that Portland-Denver game. We'll be switching there from time to time. And now a foul coming up. John Bannock indicating the personal foul. And Clifford Ray picks up his second foul. That's 2 apiece for the big centers. There's Ray. You feel that Robert Parrish maybe is a little more effective against Kareem.
Well, so far in the series, Parrish has been more effective because he does so much more offensively. And he causes Kareem to come out where Kareem cannot play a zone defense. There's the help again by Smith coming over, and he's taken away that step in there for the sky hooks, and he's not been able to take it on.
There's Parrish, the young 7-foot rookie out of Centenary. What a great future he has ahead of him. There's Jerry West and the Brain Trust, his 2 very able assistants for Los Angeles. Comes back in, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Another shot blocked by Ray, but Ford follows and misses.
They're doing the same thing. They're making Smith come into the middle to help out, and it's causing Kareem some problems.
Clifford Ray playing very well. Look at that one big paw on the ball. Phil Smith back out to Clifford Ray. Batted away by Chaney. It'll be Golden State's ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Golden State has to continue to get help on Kareem. This way, they're not letting him get off like he did in the first quarter the other night, and it's going to change momentum over the Golden State side.
If you look back to Tuesday night's game played here, Golden State jumped ahead early in that game. And they won it. In fact, at that stage, evened it up at 2 games apiece. Since then, losing on Friday. Smith partially blocked. Here comes Kareem, and look at him handle the ball. Batted away. Now, I'm sure Jerry West doesn't want to see too much of that.
No, I think Kareem should try to save his energy, give it up to a guard, and then go down. He might get the ball back for a stuff.
But that, again, I think, shows how hard he's playing in the series.
His intensity is at a level is really fantastic. There's another steal.
Gus Williams coming up with a steal. Lucius Allen back, and a foul will go on Lucius Allen. Gus Williams, a second-year man out of USC, a heads-up play. You know, the Lakers had 19 steals in Friday's game.
There it is right here. He's going in for the layup. He uses his body real well, uses his right arm, and you see he causes the foul, the contact with the arm right there.
Gus Williams to the line. He has 4 points thus far.
You can see Allen, Gary, he's limping a little bit. I think that toe is bothering him, and a toe injury is is not anything to laugh at, because I've had toe injuries, and they're very painful because you run off the ball of your foot.
He said, as we look at Lucius Allen, it bothered him more Friday night as the game wore on.
It gets, well, as long as you're up on the ball of your foot, it's going to bother you, because that, the big toe is really bothering you.
So Lucius, who's played 10.5 years with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in college and the pros, they're glad to have him back in the starting lineup.
He was such a psychological lift the other night. That really helped him.
13-3, a 10-point lead for Golden State. Don Chaney backing in. Off to Allen. And Lucius can't get it in. Los Angeles is just ice cold.
Well, the reason for this ice coldness has been the fact that Golden State has pressured them into taking bad shots at the beginning of this game.
Jamal Wilkes gets one to go through. And it's a 15-3 game. Wilkes with 4 points. And again, you see Phil Smith is really making Don Chaney work. And we're going to have a foul on Phil Smith reaching in on that play.
That was a little bit too aggressive.
Well, Phil Smith is the kind of guy that's close to being superstar class. He plays like someone 6'7", with those long arms, but he's been really struggling as far as shooting.
I think he's really going to try to get out of this slump today. Like I said, he's going to take the ball more to the basket.
Chaney now picked up by Smith. 17 seconds on the shot clock forward from the corner, and it's just not going to go. Here comes Wilkes. Golden State getting that ball moving. Intended for Barry. Barry against Ford. Look at that pass. Lots of Wilkes. And Jamal Wilkes has canned 2 in a row, and it's a 17-3 game. 6 points in the game for Wilkes. And Golden State, who wants to have this series continue Wednesday in Los Angeles. Let's go now to Portland and Denver for an update. Jerry Gross and Steve Jones.
We welcome now our Golden State Los Angeles Lakers audience here in Denver, Colorado. I'm Jerry Gross along with Steve Jones. 5:28 left to go in the first period. You see it's a 2-point game. Portland in the dark uniforms in red, leading 13-11 over Denver. Walton in a hole tries to get it out of bounds. She goes. The high man in the game is Lionel Hollins with 5. 4 points for Dan Issel. Those are the high men in the contest now. No one in foul trouble. 3 team fouls called. David Thompson. David Thompson now has tied up this game for the second time, and Thompson has pumped in a total of 4 points. Bob Gross going inside. 4:56 to go, and it's now 15-13.
Well, both teams doing a little bit too much gambling on defense and allowing the other offense to get free, and they're getting easy baskets. That time they try to steal. Bobby Gross goes down the middle with an easy layup.
Matt Calvin trying to go one-on-one against Fortune. Can't do it. Great move by Thompson. And a foul call. An offensive foul against David Thompson. No, I beg your pardon. It is a foul against Walton.
Right here, Thompson coming down the lane. He's going to try to explode up. He goes in. Walton trying to carry the block. It looks like a pretty good play. Walton's momentum carried him into Thompson, and Thompson's on the line for a couple of free throws.
4 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the first period. Portland 15 and Denver 14.
Welcome back to Oakland. Golden State now has taken a 15-point, 20-5 lead. With the basketball for a moment with Lucius Allen. Golden State has come back with it. Moment ago, Gus Williams just completed a 3-point play. Wilkes missing. Kareem comes down with it. And L.A. right now trying to find their sea legs. Things are not going well for the purple and gold from Los Angeles.
Well, they're not able to get the ball into Kareem. He's not able to make the moves he wants to make right at this particular moment.
Lucius Allen can't get it to go. They have to work for everything they can get. Back it goes to Kareem, and Kareem with a sure thing.
That's one of the few times, Gary, he shot just with one man on him. Golden State has really played great team defense, and they're sagging in the middle, causing Kareem problems. 20-7,
Golden State on top. They ran off 8 straight to take a 10-3 lead, and they've never relinquished it. And Rick Barry outside, and Barry has been fouled. We have a substitution, number 43, Earl Tatum, the young rookie from Marquette. That's Tatum coming into the lineup. During the last moments, Tom Abernathy also checked in. So we have Ford, Tatum, Chaney, Jabbar, Tom Abernathy, and you take a look at 7'2" Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I tell you, Gary, Golden State has got to realize that it's very difficult to blow a team out in the first quarter. They have a substantial lead, but this does not mean that the game is going to end up like this, because what happens when you get big leads, teams seem to get more inconsistent. They try to they seem to throw the ball away more, and they have to rely on more patience and try to keep the same intensity level.
There's your score now. Just a moment ago, Charles Johnson, number 10, checked in. A week ago today, he scored 28 points for Golden State against the Lakers. He's been shooting extremely well. He picks up Cheney. Don Ford picked up by Barry. Kareem. And now the big guy's starting to put it together. He has a chance for a three-point play.
Well, what happens on that particular play is that they're going to run out.
Lee Jones indicating the foul. And Jabbar now with the three-point play possibility.
When they swing that ball to the opposite forward, the defense, Golden State, has to sink in and sag toward Kareem. If they don't, he's going to start getting this little sky hook. He's going to get his confidence going, get momentum, and it's going to be a different story.
6 points for Kareem. Now 22 to 10, 12-point lead, and Barry makes it a 14-point lead. Rick Barry.
I'll tell you something, Gary. He's a phenomenal shooter, one of the purest shooters I've ever seen.
Well, Barry does a lot of things very, very well. He led them in, I think, about 16 of 20 categories this year, statistically. Cheney now off to Tatum. In they go. They're going to Kareem now. They're going to try to come back on the heels of this guy, and he can't do it. And it's going to be Golden State basketball.
That is not really the type of hook shot that Kareem wants. That was going away from the basket. He likes to step across the middle and go straight into the basket. So that was a left-handed going away, a tough shot.
There's Al Attles, a very personable coach for the Golden State Warriors. Boy, does he want to even this series up. Rick Barry now picked up by Don Ford. Barry dumps it off to Ray. Up to Charlie Johnson. And a rebound by Kareem. Up it comes to Cheney. L.A. now trying to get it moving. Earl Tatum, he can shoot. Earl Tatum, a fine shooting guard.
Well, Tatum has averaged over 14 points a game in this series, and if he gets hot, he could turn a game around in a second.
He had 26 points a week ago right here in the Oakland Coliseum, so he can shoot the ball. 24-12, 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Bodies on the floor. Wilkes up to Johnson. Johnson working on Cheney, wide open.
His confidence has really picked up during this playoff series. He's shot very poorly the last third of the season, but in this series, he has really come alive since that big game.
You got to keep shooting, don't you, Pete?
You have to keep shooting. That's the only way it's going to go in. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't.
Kareem now, and that's that beautiful shot. He's looking down at the basket.
Well, on that particular one, Gary, I don't think he was looking down, but it was from the foul line where he shot it, and that's a heck of a shot from the foul line.
26-14. All right. Rick Barry, look at that shot, would you? Little dip and doodle in there.
I think that was Rick's answer to Kareem's hook shot from the foul line. A little, like you said, a little dipsy-do.
All right, 28-14. Jabbar now brings it into Cheney. Let's go back to that Barry shot a moment ago.
Here's the shot right here. He drives, penetrates, goes up like he's going to pass, comes under both arms, and unbelievable, and Kareem just misses the block.
As we come back to the live action, Wilkes misses. Kareem can't get the rebound, and Williams comes it in. And they're getting the multiple shots now.
They're getting multiple shots. And, in fact, one statistic that stands out in my mind is the fact that Barry is going to the offensive boards much more during this series than he did all year.
30 to 16, a minute 40 to go in this first quarter. Kareem kind of jostled around at times as he tried to back inside. Boy, is he drawing a crowd. Rick Barry has committed the foul. Look again at the foul.
Here it is right here. He turns in, and there's the foul right there.
So we have a timeout. 30 to 16, Golden State leading, 1:38 to go first quarter.
Мне нравится ваша рубашка.
He admires your shirt.
Well, Golden State's having things go pretty much their way, 30 to 16. And Pistol, if there's any one thing you can point to their success, intensity. They are playing hard.
They are playing very hard. The intensity is unbelievable. And as you know, this is a survival game for Golden State. There's no tomorrow if they lose this game. And I think they want to throw it back to the form.
So Jabbar now going to the line with 1:38 to go in this first quarter. Welcome to Oakland. We have a minute 38 left to go in this first quarter. The Golden State Warriors are off and rolling. As you can see, they lead 30 to 17. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the line. He scored 9 points thus far. The story has been the intensity of play by the Golden State Warriors, both offensively and defensively. They've gotten a remarkable performance, as you might expect from this guy, Rick Barry, who shoots against Cassie Russell. Rebound, Johnson, and Pete Maravich. That's the reason they're getting ahead, the multiple efforts.
That's the reason, and there's another steal by Tatum. He can't get the handle on the ball.
And I believe he's double-dribbled it. Lee Jones, the official indicating the young rookie in his haste to get down the floor as Al Addle's now up. He can't be too concerned about his team's play right now.
Well, I think Al told him over there to have a little more patience. They're not going to blow him out and just try to hang in there.
All right, in the gold uniforms, you've just joined us, Golden State. In the dark, the purple, Los Angeles. The Lakers lead the series 3-2, and Cassie Russell has just committed a foul. He's looking around, and who, me?
Well, this is a pretty obvious foul. Rick fakes right and goes left, and Cassie just grabs him, holds on to him like if he had a saddle, it would have been a better foul.
Rick Barry now with 12 points. His assists have not been what you would anticipate, but everything else is up.
Everything else is up, and he still gets his 4 or 5 assists per game, Gary, and he's just an all-around premier forward in this league, and still has so many years ahead of him.
So Barry now makes it a 32-17 game with 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Los Angeles having to play catch-up. Cassie Russell now to Lucius Allen as we wind inside 1 minute, quarter number 1. Kareem, sure thing. Boy, that's just like money in the bank every time.
That's a shot they want to get to him, and that's a shot that Kareem wants. That little 3-foot sky hook downward, he can see the dirt on top of the rim.
11 points. Rick Barry missing one of the few times he has in this first quarter. We now have 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Lucius Allen bringing it up. Los Angeles has been cold, but as Pete Maravich pointed out, it's been their shot selection as much as anything. Here's Lucius, and that's not an easy shot, but he got it.
He got that particular shot, and what happened there, Charlie Johnson kind of held onto his pants when he went up. He should have just let him. It was a bad percentage shot with Charlie on him, but what happened was he pulled his pants, and that was it.
Jerry West, boy, what a job he's done this year with the Lakers. We have a change now. C.J. Kupek, number 41, out of Michigan, replaces Kareem. They're going to get Kareem out with 22 seconds left in the quarter.
I'll give him 22 seconds of rest. I don't know how much that is, Gary, but they're going to need him back in the game soon.
They didn't rest him a lot Friday night in that win in the Forum. And Allen is able to drop it through, complete the three-point play. He has 5 points, and there is Kareem. Boy, what a year he's having. A player of the year in the NBA. 32-22. The lead has now been cut to 10. They're going for the last shot now of this first quarter. This is Charles Dudley, number 15, who just checked in, and he's got an open lane.
That should never occur right there. Somebody should have came over from the weak side and took the charge.
And Kareem looks on pensively as his team trailing after the first quarter of play here in Oakland. 34-22, Golden State with the lead.
Okay, John.
I'm John Havlicek, and I'm 6 feet 5 inches.
You're trying to reach the rim, okay?
Jonathan Hadley is 4 feet 2 inches. But we're both part of the new NBA Special Olympics basketball program for mentally retarded youngsters. I'm a coach, and Jonathan's learning very fast. Right, Jonathan?
All right.
For information on playing or coaching, please write Special Olympics, Washington, D.C.
The preceding public service message has been brought to you in cooperation with the National Basketball Association. Well, Jerry West trying to map some strategy.
Well, this particular thing he has, it's much easier for the players to visualize what's going on the court. But I'll be honest with you, Gary, I thought that was a backgammon board from the distance.
A magnetic board. The Jerry West crew not getting off the marker and out to shoot very well. In that first quarter now, Rick Barry with 14 points, Kareem 11. Gus Williams had 10 points in that first quarter. We'll set it for you now. Dudley and Johnson the guard. Rick Barry and now Robert Parrish. Double zeros in there along with Buddy Parker, and the ball batted away. It's going to be Los Angeles basketball. And there is your shooting statistics. We said L.A. was cold, and that points it out.
Well,
62% to 39. That's a dramatic difference.
Well, and the difference also has been the defense of the Warriors have been very aggressive, and they make L.A. shoot bad percentage shots.
All right, let's set now the offensive attack for the Lakers. Tom Abernathy with the ball. Cassie Russell, Lucius Allen, C.J. Kupek, and this is Earl Tatum. And Tatum's hit 2. Boy, I'll tell you, he can shoot the ball. 34-24, back to 10. Parker brings it out to the big guy. The young rookie out of Centenary. Rick Barry. Barry with 14. Nice pass to Dudley.
Fantastic pass by Rick. He could have went up and took the shot, but he saw the other man come over and try to help, and he passed it underneath the layup.
Boy, that is the reason he has so many assists. He had 19 assists in one game this year. That's a record for a forward. Here's Tatum against Dudley. Air ball. Parrish comes away with it. Well, that guy, he gets up with long arms, 7 foot tall. Rick Barry coming down. Intended for Parker. He's fouled by Cassie Russell. Again, Barry looking for that man.
Here he comes down here. Watch this. He passes this ball with extreme pressure. Look at that. Just rifles that pass right in. And the thing about it, he knew that he had the man on his back.
Anyway, with the ball, Golden State after that foul on Cassie Russell. Dudley on the drive, picked up by Tatum. Johnson. Johnson now, if he gets a hot hand, look out.
I tell you what, he's hit about 3 in a row. And like I said, they continue to pick him up full court, continue to pressure him.
And I believe we have a foul. Was that backcourt or not? Johnson got Allen just as he came across the line. Johnson reaching in and Lucius Allen going to the line. Now you see Lucius yelling some instructions out. That was in fact in the forecourt. Substitutions, Kareem coming back in. Don Chaney will check in for Los Angeles. That was only the second team foul against Golden State. So Kareem with a breather. They took him out with 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes Don Chaney in. Chaney, who's played on 2 world champions with the Boston Celtics. And by the way, Boston losing today to Philadelphia, 83-77. Losing that series 4 games to 3, so we'll have a new champ this year. Here's Kareem. And Parrish is there. And that's what you talked about, Pete. Parrish makes him move out a little bit.
Got to make him move out. That's exactly what he did. And he bothers him because he's a little taller than Clifford is.
Parrish. Boy, Rick Barry, his range is about 10 feet further out of most people.
I'll tell you something else. Every Warrior looks for Rick Barry, too, because they know he's the key to their offense, and they look for him.
Kareem's going to have to try to bring him back, and he's fouled by Parrish. Robert Parrish coming back, committing the personal foul. Look at the foul once again.
Here he is. He goes in for the layup. He gets the pass, goes in for the layup. He reaches right over. He gets him with his body. It was a good block, but he got him with his body.
I would think that Parrish goes to school. He gets a chance to learn a lot when he plays against Kareem.
Oh, it's amazing what he can learn just from playing against him, and it's amazing what he can learn sitting on the bench and watching him.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar led the league this year in field goal percentage. I don't know what he didn't do this year. He was 3rd in scoring, 2nd in rebounding, 2nd in block shots. And he has been fabulous in the playoffs. 40-26 inside, 10 minutes to go before the end of this first half. Dudley. See Chaney dropping back off of it. Barry picked up by Tom Abernathy. He played some good defense in Indiana. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
That was a fantastic. It's a simple pick and roll, Gary. And what the guard does or the forward does, if the center comes out, he makes the pass in for the dunk. If he doesn't, he takes a shot.
And now we have a moving violation on Tatum.
This is something they want to do. They want to pressure the rookie, and this is what they're going to do the entire basketball game.
So now coming into the ball game is Don Ford for Los Angeles. Jabbar, Tatum, Ford, Chaney, and Allen. That means they've moved Tatum now to a forward spot. There's Don Ford. And here is Dudley. Chaney's going to let him shoot. Look how he's dropping back in on it.
Right, he's going to let him shoot. He's not known to be an outside shooter, so he's going to let him do that. They should do the same to Don.
Johnson. Oh, here he goes. And Jerry West holds the timeout. Jerry West is concerned, as he should be. 9 minutes and 18 seconds left before halftime. 44-26, Golden State. Golden State has hit 5 of 5 here in the second quarter, leading 44-26. Let's go now to Denver, the Portland game, for an update.
We welcome the Golden State Los Angeles Lakers audience to Denver, Colorado. 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, second period. Denver has just burst to their biggest lead. They're up by 7, 31-24. Great effort by Willie Wise, who came off the bench to get 6 points. Dan Issel has 8 in the middle. He's outscored Bill Walton 8-2. No one in foul trouble. 3 team fouls against each club. Byron Beck's shot is blocked by Lloyd Neal. In the dark uniforms, that's Portland. And Twardzik goes in for the layup, and Twardzik has 5 points. That cuts the gap 31-26. And Steve Jones, it's been a tough ball game.
It's been seesaw right now. Denver's getting the better of it. Denver trying to get the ball in deep. Matt Calvin just got fouled, as I was saying. They're trying to get the ball in deep to David Thompson to try and get that 3rd foul on Lionel Hollins, who's been a thorn in their side the entire series. With his quickness and foot speed, he's given Thompson all he can handle. Right here, Matt Calvin cuts inside. Dave Twardzik behind him, trailing him again. You see a player behind trying to make a block. Dave Thorzik, not a shot blocker.
Here's a guy they have resurrected for the playoffs. Mac Calvin, who bounced all around formerly from USC. Now in his 8th year as a pro. He ran the ball club very well in the last contest. And Mac Calvin was started to give more of an offensive balance now to the Denver Nuggets. 31-26 is the score. Calvin has scored 3 points in the game. He's averaging 9.5 in season play, and he has averaged 11.5 in the playoffs. That's Wally Walker, the top draft choice of Portland, playing in the corner against Willie Wise. A foul call. The officials today, number 12, Earl Strom, and the man with the ball is Ed Rush. 2 veteran officials. David Thompson, number 33, playing as a guard. He started as a forward. Maurice Lucas against Bobby Jones. Dan Issel in the middle against Walton. Walker in the left corner against Wise, and Twardzik now has posted Mac Calvin underneath. 32-26, 7:56 to go. Walker. The team in white, Denver. They are leading. 7:50 to go. We're in the second period. The action from McNichol Sports Arena in Denver. There's no tomorrow for Denver. Well, they're eliminated. Willie Wise hasn't missed a shot yet. He's got 8 points. The basket counts, and there's a foul on the play.
Oh, Willie Wise suffering from fatigue that time. He makes a big offensive move down at his end. Wally Walker just flying back the other way. You see Willie Wise grabbing right there. Walker taking it in. Wally Walker loves to shoot the basketball. He got an opportunity to run and get out on the break, and he's a greyhound, and he can score.
Bobby Jones now has come back into the ball game and replaces Willie Wise, who just picked up his 3rd foul. Walker at the line, misses his first one. 6 shots missed so far. There's Bobby Jones by Portland. Only 2 foul shots missed by Denver. That's Issel with a rebound. A reminder, Philadelphia defeated Boston 83-77. The Celtics have been eliminated. And Houston knocked off Washington 108-103. Walton with a rebound. Lionel Hollins has it. The lead is to Denver. It's the Denver Nuggets 34, the Portland Trail Blazers 28, with 7:17 to go in the second period.
There's our score as we welcome you back to Oakland. Golden State leading Los Angeles 51-33 as we have a timeout called with 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in this first half. Golden State has just been outstanding in this first half.
Pretty damn quick game out there. Those guys are getting up down the floor.
Yes, he's giving some instructions.
Duck, I got Dudley back.
It trails 51-33. Golden State just playing very outstanding basketball. Remind everybody, CBS Sports will continue its coverage. Well, we've got a lot of playoff action coming, Pistol. This Friday, 11:30, and of course then on Sunday. If you just joined us, Philadelphia wrapped up their series with Boston winning this afternoon 83-77, and Houston defeated Washington, winning their series 4-2. They defeated the Bullets 108-103. And this one is 51-33. Golden State, remarkable performance in the early going. Parrish against Kareem. And the big guy can shoot the ball, Pete.
That's what I was stating earlier, Gary. He's a much better outside shooter. He does something with the basketball, causes Kareem to come out, and this opens up the avenues for driving.
Well, we have a 20-point game right now, and Kareem's going to try to cut it down. That'll be goaltending. Now, that Parker can get up, the young rookie from Texas A&M, a good jumper.
Kareem comes across the middle here. Parker should have let this ball go. I think it would have been short, but that was a rookie mistake.
So it cuts it back to 18, 53, 35. Parker driving.
Yeah.
Nice touch. Rebound, Parrish, and here comes Kareem away with it. Going to have to protect that ball. People picking away at him.
Gary was saying on the sidelines he wants his team to play harder, and he wants them to run at the jump shooters. That's why they're shooting so well in jump shots, because they're not getting the intensity out there that Jerry wants.
You can see Al Addles at the top of your screen. He is incensed on this last particular call. The foul going against Parrish, his second. The penalty now has gone into effect. So with 6:12, they're going to take it out. And welcome to our Denver-Portland viewers. We're in Oakland with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this first half of play. Golden State is leading Los Angeles 53-35, now 36, as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has just hit his 20th point of the game. Gary Bender along with Pistol Pete Maravich, and Pistol, it has been a remarkable performance by Golden State.
Golden State has played simple but effective basketball. They're playing like they did when they won a championship 2 years ago.
In the gold uniforms, Golden State. Out it comes now to Jamal Wilkes. Wilkes hit early in the game. The big rookie Parrish, he hit one just a moment ago from there. He doesn't get this, but Allen has the rebound. Lucius Allen, as Los Angeles was down by 20 Tuesday night here, almost pulled the game out. They've got catch up again. That was not a good percentage shot.
There was nobody under for the rebound. Kareem was still coming back. He should hold up a little bit unless he's got a better one.
Dudley, Kareem back again. He had 18 rebounds Friday night. And Ford going down, and Rick Barry fouled him, and Barry does not like that call. Doesn't like that.
Here's the play. Rick comes in. He swats at the ball. I think he got it. He got him on the elbow.
That replay showed it all the way.
Elbow.
So that's the second foul on Rick Barry, number 24. As we have a substitution, Johnson coming into the game. Don Ford at the line for the Los Angeles Lakers. Gets one to bounce in, and it's now 53-39. Golden State, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half, and a foul on Don Ford. Ford going for the steal on Rick Barry.
Ford just trying to play with a little more intensity, Gary. Here's the play. He goes for the steal, and he just about has it, but he runs into Rick. Rick's smart. He uses his body well, and he drew the foul on Ford.
And as we come back, we have another foul. This one's on Don Chaney, his second. That's the fourth team foul now against Los Angeles. One more and a penalty in as Phil Smith goes to the line. There's Don Chaney, a veteran who a lot of people thought were washed up, and there is Phil Smith. You know, Bissell, you touched on this a little bit. The fact that Smith is not shooting well, a jump shooter sometimes gets tired, don't they?
Phil is a jump shooter. He's played 82 games. He's played 8 exhibition games. His legs are tired going in this playoff series. But I also have to give credit to Don Chaney. He is a very excellent defensive player, and he's put a lot of pressure on him.
Bringing it up now, Don Chaney has it with 5:21 to go before intermission. At halftime, stay with us. Slam dunk coming up and a foul. They're starting to pick up a lot of fouls now, and they get that ball into Kareem. Parrish picked up his third. Young rookie who's played so very hard, and he's going to come out now as Clifford Ray will come in. The thing that Parrish has going for him, Pistol, he's big and he can shoot the ball.
He can shoot the ball. He's very active underneath, and this is something you want a center to do. You want him to move very well with and without the ball and be sure he can pass. He can pass and he can shoot it.
21 points for Kareem. Boy, he shoots well from the free throw line.
Kareem has gotten his points, Gary, but the fact remains that Golden State has put so much pressure on the 4 other guys that nobody else has really gotten off, and this is why you have the lead that you have now. If you were a coach, is that the way you would attack it? Well, not particularly. I think we had success on Kareem by letting Chaney shoot the ball if he wants, and we dropped the weak side forward over and take that step away from him or drop the guard back. There's a play, and Kareem blocked the shot by Clifford Ray. He was looking for a foul on it. Lucius Allen, and he walked to the ball. The thing now that I look at is the fact that in the game Friday night, Golden State was making these crucial turnovers, and today it's Los Angeles. You know, Golden State had 16 turnovers in the third quarter in that game Friday night, 27, which gave up 27 points. You just can't win that way. There's no way you can win giving up that many points on turnovers. Barry looking for someone. He found Williams. He always finds that man. Unbelievable, but the reason he can find him is because the other players are always moving. They're not standing around. Earl Tatum. Tatum's hit a couple from outside. Rebound Ray. Good position that time on Kareem, and he walked to the ball. This is something that centers are not known for their great ball handling. So what he has to do is if he gets a rebound, just hold up. Do not try to dribble out. Just wait for the guard to come back and give him the ball. Here he is. not the greatest ballet in the world, I don't think. I don't know what kind of a hand signal that was. Clear out, I guess. Anyway, we have a substitution. Don Chaney driving. He can't get it, but Kareem does. Cassie Russell just checked in on that last momentary delay in action. Now you can see they're battling back a little bit. Pistol 55-43. Wilkes with Ford on him. 4:18 to go, and Ford is hit, and he has picked up the foul. Jamal Wilkes committing the foul. Again, as I stated earlier, Gary, Wilkes comes over, Ford tries to come over. That's a good play. Ford got in. He had his position, stayed in, took it.
So we have a timeout with 4:16. Our score here, Golden State 55, the Los Angeles Lakers 43.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Light beer from Miller, I love you. You got a third less calories than the regular beer, and really are less filling, which is something to cheer. But what I like above all the rest is the way you taste. You are the best. Yes, blue is the violet and red is the rose. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna break your nose.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Well, Jerry West says we're going to win this one. They called an Indiana cross, whatever that is. They're getting ready to play. So, Pistol, we're going to have quite a game yet as Kareem has scored 14 points in the second quarter to bring him back. What is the Indiana cross or whatever it was they were talking about?
Well, I really couldn't see what he was doing, but probably what it is just either a split off of Kareem with a split off the post on a cross. That would be a cross. It would be splitting two guards or four in the guard. I think they're going to get it into him, though.
And I think it's interesting. They think they can win this one. They don't feel they're out of it at all, even though they trail 55-43. They trailed by 20 at one time. Rebound by Wilkes.
That's the shot they want him to take. If they can continue to make him turn to the outside, shoot that jump shot, Golden State's in good shape.
Rick Barry and Clifford Ray lost it. It's going to be whose basketball? Wait a minute. Lee Jones has spotted a foul. Clifford Ray. And I believe Kareem picked up the foul. That's his fourth.
Barry shoots a shot. Clifford Ray gets good position, and there's Kareem's arm coming right across his face, and Clifford does the rest on John Wayne.
Well, that is certainly going to stop their comeback. They've got to get Kareem out of there. C.J. Kubek, number 41, checks in. Kareem now, with 3:48 to go in this first half, has 5, or rather 4 fouls.
The one thing they can't do now, Golden State, that is relax because Kareem is out of there. Sometimes there's a psychological disadvantage when a guy of Kareem's caliber goes out of the game, and the other players just seem to pick it up, and, you know, this is something they cannot do.
Clifford Ray at the line. It'll be interesting to see how he operates with the big guy out of there. Don Ford trying to come away with it, gets it off to Lucius Allen. C.J. Kubek, who replaced Kareem, is a good outside shooter. Allen DeCazzi. What was that? He got in there somehow.
Looked like he dropped his bus tickets, but he didn't get called for it.
10-point lead now. We're starting to see a real game shaping up here. It was a 20-point lead, and all of a sudden it's been cut to 10, and you can hear the crowd kind of starting to show concern here in this sellout place. Bill Smith.
There it is again. He's hesitating too long. He had the shot that split second. He didn't take it, and it was too late.
Gus Williams going to try one, and they're boxing off well. Kubek comes up with the ball.
Like I said, they're going to have to do the things that got him the lead in the game. They're not doing that particular things right now.
Al Adels is up, as you can see, and he's directing things. He's concerned. Lucius Allen fakes very nicely. Can't get it to go, though, and Clifford Ray has it. Ray without Kareem in there. He's a master of the board right now. Off it comes to Barry, wide open.
That's the first real fast break they've had for the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's something they have to do. With Kareem out of the game, they got to try to run more, try to get that intensity that they built up at the beginning of the game.
16 points now for Rick Barry. 57-45, 2.5 minutes to go, quarter number 2. Allen backing in on Williams. That's a tough shot. Forced the shot. Who's got the ball? It's going to be Los Angeles, I believe. Wait a minute. Bill Smith on the deck getting up. You can see again the intensity of the playoffs right here on CBS. Well, we've got a lot of action coming your way. Kubek will bring it in. Now you can see Phil Smith indicating he's anticipating the ball to Russell, and he got it. Here comes Cassie. Rebound Ray, and is he controlling the boards now?
He's controlling him, and here they come on that. This is like a delayed fast break, but he's going to drive in. Good play.
And a chance for a three-point play as Phil Smith drives in. Boy, what a play by Phil.
Phil comes down, he changes direction, and he goes on in, and actually Don fouled him way outside, but he didn't call him until it was a continuation play.
Cheney picks up his third foul. Smith now with a chance for a three-point play. That makes it 59-45, 60-45, 2:15. A big three-point play. 5 points to gain for Phil Smith. Smith has not been a factor scoring-wise in this series, but he just made a big play a moment ago. Ray trying to save it.
Now here they are. Here they are playing with that great intensity that they had at the start of the game, and they're little by little they're increasing their lead again.
Pistol, it appears to me they forget sometimes what makes them successful. They forget to
Every
play
team does. You start relying on just anything that you think you can do.
Kupek wide open. He is a fine shooter. And that makes it 60-47, and they're pressing it now. Williams wasting no time. Forced it that time, though, and he's called for charging.
That was a difficult shot to take, but not only that, he went right into 3 players. Here he comes in. He changes direction back to the right. He goes up in the air, and he comes in. Kupek had the position and just charged right over him.
Los Angeles with the basketball, trailing 60-47, a minute 51 at halftime left. A slam dunk. Brent Musburger is in the Philadelphia 76ers dressing room as they're a happy group winning today over Boston. Lucius Allen, another tough shot from the corner. Here's Wilkes. Roach picked up by Cassie Russell. Williams and Lucius Allen. Allen always seems to be around the ball. Up to Ford. There's a break to Kupek. Blocked partially. Trying to go up again. The basket, I believe, is going to count, and we have a foul coming up.
Right now, Al is not very happy over there in the Golden State bench because he knows that 10 points or 12-point lead is not going to be enough. Here's the play. Goes up, back for the rebound, and it goes in for 2.
That's a good second effort by C.J. Kupek. Let's keep you posted on that Portland-Denver game. We have a minute 14 to go in that game being played in Denver. And the Nuggets lead the Portland Trailblazers 51-44. They trail 3 games to 1 of that. We'll keep you posted. We'll be switching from time to time. And at halftime, we'll have our next update on it. As Kupek at the line, there's Al Attles, and it's interesting, isn't it? All of a sudden, an 11-point lead. Looked like they were coasting in.
They had a 13 going on 14-point lead. Now it's back to 10 if he makes this. And like I said, Attles is not very happy. He wants to go in that dressing room with a good 16, 17, 18-point lead.
And interestingly enough, they've been able to stay in this game with the big guy, Kareem on the bench with 4 fouls.
Well, they have 10 points. There it is. 10 points is nothing to make up in pro basketball. You can do it within a minute or 2.
If you have Pistol Pete Maravich, less time than that. 60-50 now. A 10-point lead for Golden State. Smith picked up by Don Chaney. Dudley into Wilkes. Cassie Russell on him. Out it comes to Dudley. Phil Smith. And a whistle. Lee Jones indicates, I believe, 3 seconds in the lane.
A crucial turnover for this part of the game because now L.A. can cut this game to 8 points, and Kareem's been sitting on the bench.
And Kareem's saying, just keep them close, fellas. I'd like to get back in and do something. Go to minute 3. Los Angeles bringing it down. Want to welcome our viewers from Denver and Portland as we have 58 seconds left in this first half. The score, Golden State 60, Los Angeles 50. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is on the bench with 4 fouls. But his teammates have been battling and staying close. They trail by 20 points at one stage of this first half, and now they trail by only 9. And as you put it, Pistol Pete, you never blow a team out in the first or second quarter.
You cannot blow a team out usually in the first, second quarter, especially in a playoff situation. It's too much intensity, and momentums can change so drastically.
60-52 in the gold uniforms, Golden State. Rick Perry with the ball. Picked up by Don Ford. Buried, a pop one from outside. Rebound, Lucius Allen. Well, he gets a lot of rebounds. He had 8 on Friday night.
He blocks out well, and he goes for the basketball, and all you have to do here is go for it.
Don Chaney outside. Al Attles is standing up. You can see him at the top of your screen. Everything was going well for a while. Cassie Russell can't get it. Rick Perry. Russell won't miss very many of those shots. An 8-point game now. We have 25 seconds left in this first half. As you see the clock winding down in the right-hand corner. The shot clock is in the left, so you can see we have about 5 seconds more on the game clock. Here's Perry trying to get in on Ford. 5 seconds on that shot clock. Wilkes. Nice shot. Jamal Wilkes hitting. 4 seconds left now in his first half. A 10-point lead. Allen to try one, and that will bring it to a close. So the Los Angeles Lakers, who found themselves trailing by as many as 20 points in this first half, have cut it to 10. As you watch Jerry West file off, you get the idea that Los Angeles still has an excellent chance of closing out this best-of-7 series.
Childs was down there. Andy Hamilton had his hands on the ball. He was the man who had it, lost it when he was hit.
take another look at it. This is really a great throw on the run. That's an unbelievable throw, and he put it there, too. He could have very easily had that ball.
They really stripped the ball from Hamilton as it came down.
That would have been a great catch. But I tell you, that was one of the finest throws I've seen on the run. He put it right. He just pinpointed it. But that's the kind of play you got to come up with.
Blanchard is in to punt now for New Orleans, standing at his 42. Big rush again. It's blocked. Partially blocked, but it goes downfield, takes a St. Hop, and McGill's going to let it roll. It goes off.
Welcome to the Philadelphia 76ers locker room. Here I've got a couple of the guards, Lloyd Free and Doug Collins, and here, of course, the strong man. Just put it right up there. Break it right down there. Lloyd, I don't feel it. Lloyd, you just kept right on fire. You came off the bench in the second quarter, cold to begin with, and you just turned red hot. You weren't about to quit.
No, well, you know, this was a game that was do or die. You know, all the guys pulled together in this, and, you know, I felt that we can do it. We needed this win, and we didn't want to go home early.
Lloyd, I had a feeling that you had something to prove back to all those fans in Boston that you felt came down on you rather hard.
Yeah, well, you know, as soon as I got the ball out there, they said shoot. So, you know, they went to my side, but, you know, I guess they're going to do that since it was home court. You know, we got here, and the crowd was on my side, and the guys gave me a helping hand here, so I couldn't have done it without them.
Thank you, Lloyd. Dougie, how does it feel to eliminate the world champion?
Oh, man, it's fantastic. Man, I tell you, you know, I wish I could have done a little bit more today, but, God, I tell you, Daryl and Lloyd came in, and Steve played great defense. Man, it's so great because when I came to this team, we were 9-73, and, you know, our season always ended the last day. We knew when we were through, but this was fantastic, man. I was wanting to dance out there because they danced the first day, and Lloyd was dancing. I was going to go bump with him, but I didn't get a chance.
Dougie, what was the difference? What were the key things?
Defense. You know, I mean, they scored 77 points today. And I think that Henry Bibby should get so much credit because he scratched and he was rebounding. And our scorers, basically myself, Julius, and George, we didn't get the points today. But I tell you, if they say we can't play defense, to hell with them because we held 77 points.
All right, Dougie. Houston is next, and the big guy, Daryl Dawkins, pressed into service after those 4 fouls to Caldwell Jones. You didn't back away from Collins.
No, well, you know, he said I couldn't play defense. They said we didn't have a defensive team, but I think I stopped him pretty good.
Joe Bryant slipping in there. Who's back over in here? Is the doctor? Can I get the doctor out here for just a moment? Doc, come on, let's get him away. I'll return him right now to Stan Hoffman and the other right. Doctor, congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Brett.
How did it feel to eliminate the Boston Celtics? You must have wondered what it would be like in the ABA to eliminate the Celtics.
Well, in the ABA, we always wanted to get a shot at playing the Celtics because they won titles the same year that the Nets won titles. But, you know, this year, it's a whole new ball game, and I think they defended their championship very well. A lesser team wouldn't have lasted 6 games against us. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for them, and I think our whole team does, and, you know, they have nothing to be ashamed of.
A 10-point lead here at halftime. Golden State leading the Los Angeles Lakers 62-52. The Lakers trying to win for the first time since '73 here. All right, now let's go to Pistol Pete Maravich. He's with Coach Al Attles.
Al, just a couple quick questions. Number one, do you think it is a psychological disadvantage having Kareem sit on the bench, especially since they've come back in this second quarter?
Well, I think so. I think when you have a great player like Kareem or like yourself go out of the ball game, many times the players feel, well, now we can do what we want to do, and they really don't continue to play the way they had been playing, and consequently, we went from a 15-point lead to a 10-point lead, and they gained 5 points, and they allowed Kareem to get that rest on the bench that is so necessary.
Exactly right. I also feel that the intensity level that you guys have come out with, the aggressiveness on defense and so forth, has made a difference in this first half. Do you think you can sustain this the second half, or do you think you have to?
Well, I think we have to. We haven't played anywhere near like this down in Los Angeles, and we played pretty much like this at home. I wonder what makes you play like this at home. Sure, the home crowd has something to do with it, but when you get to this stage of the season, it's such an important part of the season, important games, you just have to sustain it the best you possibly can every night.
Well, thank you very much, Al, for coming over and talking with me. And now let's go back to Gary.
Okay, Pistol, thank you very much. There it is. Golden State leading Los Angeles 62-52. This first half of play, it's been Golden State getting off the mark very quickly. They took a 10-3 lead, built it to a 20-point advantage, then having to cut to 10 points at halftime. All right, Portland and Denver about ready to start their second half of play. Let's join Jerry Gross and Steve Jones. We're starting now the second half of play. Golden State in the uniforms, the light uniforms, bringing the ball up the floor. We check it for you. Gus Williams and Phil Smith will be the guards. Rick Barry, Jamal Wilkes, and Clifford Ray starting for Al Adelscrew. And a whistle. Lee Jones spots something inside. A 20-point lead at the 8:17 mark of the second quarter has been the biggest lead of this game. Here's one of the big stories. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 4 personal fouls. His team stayed in there when he was out in the second quarter play and kept closing. Kareem's bringing him closer. And now it's an 8-point game.
An interesting statistic is the fact that the rest of the starters, not excluding Kareem, have shot 6 for 23 in the first half, and that's been the story.
27 points for Kareem. The next highest scorer is Lucius Allen with 8. So again, he's been the dominating factor. Outside, Phil Smith, or make that Wilkes, as Allen comes away with the rebound. And what do we got here? Lee Jones is up, checking with the scorer's table. I think something that should be pointed out statistically also in this ball game, the rebound situation. In that first half, 23 for Los Angeles, 26 for Golden State. Los Angeles has only out-rebounded them in 1 game in this playoff series thus far. I don't know what this is all about as Lee Jones is over there. Just about the time the rebound. There, I believe it. There it is. There's your problem. There's no 34-second clock that I know of.
If there was.
Let's see if we can hear it.
Clock here. Get a stopwatch, and we'll use it until you get that other clock set up. And we're going to announce 10 seconds, 5 seconds. All right?
You heard that. John Vanek, the shot clock is not working. So what they're going to do is they're going to use a stopwatch on the side, and then when there's 10 seconds left, the PA man will indicate so, and 5 seconds. Well, a little technical problem, but they're going to overcome it.
No, talking with Al, and he stated that he wants Phil Smith to go more without the ball. This is the reason why Chaney has been so effective, is because Phil's trying to do everything one-on-one. He's not going without the ball and using picks and screens.
You let Chaney get on you, he can really cover you in a hurry.
He's got those rubber arms, like you said. He's looking like a giant eagle, and it's very difficult to shoot over.
You got to blot the whole sun out when you're trying to find the goal. Well, we're still having some discussion now. Jack McCluskey, you see him now. He wants to know what's happening. Let's check now the starting lineup for Los Angeles. They have Chaney in the game, along with Lucius Allen, Don Ford, and the big guy Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is the starting 5 for both clubs that open the game. Allen looking for some help, and Barry going for the steal. He can't save it in. Rick Barry, he goes into the crowd. Well, he got a front row seat. The crowd applauding.
I'll tell you, a little play like that, Rick goes for the out of bounds. He tries to make a good save, and his momentum carries him into the crowd. He knocks over about 4 drinks.
He weighs about 220 pounds. Somebody's probably picking up all the pieces over there. Here comes Cassie Russell. Russell can hit him, and he can't get that one, though. Clifford Ray up for that one. 62, 54, 11 minutes to go, and this is shaping up to being quite a finish. A foul. Cassie Russell colliding as he tried to come up with a steal on the wing area. Russell committing his 3rd personal foul. That's the first team foul against Los Angeles. Russell missing a couple of shots you would expect him to hit.
Wide open, his shot is 15 feet, and it's just not falling for him.
Phil Smith brings it into Clifford Ray. Back to Smith. He just can't get him to go, Pistol.
It's a difficult shot, momentum-wise, and I think he's going to have to start going out the ball more. It would help their offense even more, too.
So Allen will reset it. And now with a 62-54 gain, L.A. inching in. Kareem's got the ball, going to dump it off to Lucius Allen. Tipped out. Now they indicate 10 seconds on the shot clock. The shot clock not working, so they're indicating it verbally. And there is Lucius Allen.
Lucius Allen's a streak shooter. If he gets hot, he's bringing him right back in this game. It's only a 6-point lead.
62-56. Gus Williams forced it, and here comes Cassie Russell. Unbelievably, after trailing by 20 points at 8:17 of the second quarter, now they can cut it down to 4.
Golden State's going to have more patience and not throw the ball away and try to play with the same intensity they did in the first half.
Well, Pistol, we have a 4-point game. 29 points now for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's 62-58. Los Angeles leading the series 3 games to 2. Would like to finish it right here. Phil Smith has just committed a foul as we come back to the action. Look at it again, Pistol.
Smith goes out. He charges right over him. He had position.
And you know, Golden State hasn't scored yet in this second half of play. We have 9:50 remaining. All right, we welcome our Denver-Portland viewers as we have a game that's shaping up as a dandy. 9:43 to go, third quarter. Golden State leads 62-58. They have not scored yet in the second half of play after leading by as many as 20 points. Jamal Wilkes, number 41, has just picked up his third foul, the second team foul against Golden State.
Comes in, he reaches right in, right there, and the foul is committed.
Back to the live action. Cassie Russell out to Lucius Allen. Los Angeles just coming right back, and Cassie Russell can make it a two-point game, but can't get it. But Don Chaney has a rebound. Lucius Allen in the corner. Rebound, Jamal Wilkes. We might indicate our 24-second clock has got on the blink, so they're having to indicate verbally how much time remaining. Now, as we said that, they started the 24-second clock, so maybe it is working. Here's Wilkes. And that's the first 2 points of the second half now for Golden State.
And that's the first good percentage shot that Golden State has taken, and that's the difference. LA's been getting good percentage shots at the beginning, and Golden State hasn't. The momentum has swung, but the fans and enthusiasm will get it back.
Don Chaney gets it into Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He has 29 points, playing another remarkable game here in Oakland. Out to Ford. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock, 2, and that is the end of the shot clock. They did not get it out. Now, I guess the shot clock is working again, Pistol. They indicated earlier it wasn't. I think the players thought it wasn't and were waiting for a verbal cue. So anyway, 8:44, Golden State leading Los Angeles 64-58. Jamal Wilkes shooting outside. Clifford Ray comes away at the rebound. Get back to that point in a moment. Here's Wilkes from the corner. Now he's hit 2 for him. And he pumps it back up to 66-58 after having the lead cut to 4. Wilkes with 12. Pistol, I think they thought the shot clock wasn't working. It is now. Cassie Russell on the drive.
On that particular play, the reason Rick was so mad was the fact that they stole the ball. Rick was going down for 2 points, and the clock had not gone off. The clock had gone off, but not until Rick had the ball.
And there is Cassie Russell driving, picking up the fouls. We come back to the action. Wilkes again. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Off it comes to Don Ford. Nice play by Don Ford. At Denver, Portland game now in the third quarter, just inside 8 minutes to go. The Nuggets leading the Portland Trail Blazers 63-56. Again, we'll keep you up to date on that one. Being played in the Mile High City of Denver. And now, 3-second lane violation against Golden State. Los Angeles with the basketball.
Golden State's going to have to set better picks, Gary. They're not really picking their men, and that's the reason they're not getting good percentage shots. You got to go get somebody.
So it's back to a 6-point game. LA, after trailing by 20, it cut it to 4 in the second half. This is Smith against Chaney. In it goes. Lucius Allen wide open. And it's 66-62. Back to 4 points. 12 points in the game for Lucius Allen. Boy, Allen is an integral part of this team. They've missed it.
He sure is, and he plays so much better with Kareem in the game.
Clifford Ray. Kareem again playing with 4 fouls. He picked it up in the second quarter. Clifford Ray. Rebound, Cassie Russell. You see, Kareem didn't even pick him up. He let him shoot.
They're going to let Clifford. Clifford's not known as a shooter, but if you put Parrish in there, he will put the ball in the hoop.
Chaney off to Cassie Russell. A chance now to make it a 2-point game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar backing in, and here it goes. And he can't get this one. Rebound by Dudley. Dudley, an outstanding defensive performer. He's led both teams in assists in this particular series. And Rick Barry again.
Clifford Ray has got to make Kareem turn to the outside. He's letting him come across the middle too much, and in a game of this closeness, it's going to make a difference.
Barry now with 20 points in the game, 68-62. What kind of a play was that? Lucius Allen's called for charging. Allen trying to dish it off to Kareem, commits his third foul.
He penetrates, he comes down the middle, makes a good behind the back, and he stuffs the ball.
So we have a timeout. 6:38 to go, third quarter. The Warriors 68, LA 62. We hope you will be with us as we continue our coverage of the NBA playoff action. Already, Philadelphia and Houston have moved into that final field of 4 as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 29 points and 4 fouls checks back into the action. Gary Bender along with Pistol Pete Maravich. Glad to have you with us as we have 6.5 minutes to go. In a game at one stage looked like it might be a blowout, but not now.
You might see Adams going with Parrish to try to draw that 5th foul on him because actually Clifford's not going to draw a foul on Kareem.
I don't know if you saw that, but after Rick Barry shot the ball and missed, he reached around and yanked the hand of Cassie Russell off of him.
Well, they're very competitive going against each other.
There's Don Ford missing outside. Wilkes with the rebound. Wilkes has started Golden State off pretty well in the second half. They were a long, dry spell. Perry outside, 22 for him.
You can look for them to go to Barry a lot more down the stretch because he's their key man. He's the one that makes it go on offense and defense.
Back to an 8-point lead, 70-62. By the way, Denver leading Portland 65-58, 6:52 to go in the third quarter. Again, we'll keep you posted. Stay right here. You'll know what's happening. Already 2 finals today, Philadelphia and Houston winning. There's Parrish, the young rookie on the bench. He picked up 3 quick fouls in the game, but he'll be back in before it's all over. A steal by Clifford Ray. 70-62 in the crowd now. Anticipating another surge. Rebound, Phil Smith. Smith will reset it now for Golden State. The shot clock is working once again. It went on the blink for a while, but it's back. Al Adams, you see him up and yelling instructions at the top of your screen. Dudley, nice play. Looks like Allen might have been shaken up on that play. He got a chin in the, or an elbow in the chin, I should say.
Got an elbow right in the neck area. It doesn't feel too good.
Here's Kareem coming back on Clifford Ray. Now Kareem's got 4 fouls. What a play! What a play!
Unbelievable play. You'd think a guard could not hardly make that play, but Kareem 7-4 and he makes it.
31 points. Remarkable. That guy just continues to amaze you. 72-64. 5 minutes third quarter. Rick Barry. Clifford Ray. Ray again. Good effort by Clifford Ray.
A great offensive rebound by Clifford. And that's the type of intensity they have to play with.
You know, that's his first 2 points, but he's still a very, very important part of this game. Lucius Allen bringing it up. Playing with that badly injured toe. Dislocated toe. That's an easy one. What happened on Clifford?
On that particular play, you got to get weak side help. If Barry would have came over weak side help, he could have stolen that pass.
74-66, 33 points now for Kareem, who's already had 3 games of 40 points or more. Dudley, out it comes to Phil Smith. Phil Smith that time got up against Don Chaney and got it to go down. He has 7 points in the game. Forward to Russell. And now we're going to go to Portland, Denver for an update on that game. Jerry Gross, Steve Jones.
We welcome our Golden State Los Angeles Lakers audience to Denver, Colorado. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third period. A lead of 9 by the Denver Nuggets. We have a foul called against the Portland Trailblazers, who have been in foul trouble throughout most of this third period. Bill Walton is out. Foul situation 4 against him with 8:32 to go in the third period. And at that time, Denver led by 9. Dave Twardzik has been injured. He is out of the game. Has a bad right ankle. They carried him out, and that hurts the Portland cause. Denver leads by 9. David Thompson has gone wild. He had a total of 12 in the second period. Now he has 24 points. Byron Beck comes in the game for the home team, the Denver Nuggets. They're in white, Portland in the red uniforms. I'm Jerry Gross along with Steve Jones. The action in Denver. It is now 71-60.
Well, the big difference again is the free throws. Nuggets have been on the line almost the entire period. In the bonus, Allen working against them, dribbles the ball out of bounds, and they have a chance to score. Portland's got to come up now and get a good offensive series and begin to run their offense with some kind of authority, which seems to be a little bit more difficult for them to do without the passing ability of Walton in the lineup. Here we see the score with Golden State just hanging on to a lead 76-70.
And the rebound taken away by Maurice Lucas. The outlet pass goes to Lionel Hollins. It's 71-60 here. Hollins can't shoot, passes over his head, and there's a whistle on the play. 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third period. And a technical foul has been assessed to David Thompson. 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third period, and the score, the Denver Nuggets 71, the Portland Trailblazers 60.
All right, a panoramic view of the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. A 10-point lead for Golden State over Los Angeles. The Golden State Warriors have bumped it up to a 10-point, 80-70 lead after having a cut to 4, 62-58. And one reason is Rick Barry. He has 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Pistol Pete Maravich, you said it very well. You look for him to go to him more and more as this game unwinds.
As the game unwinds, Gary, they're going to go to Rick because he's their clutch player. He's the one that makes it happen.
Tom Abernathy now in the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go. Third quarter, 80-70. Golden State on top by 10, trying to even up this best-of-7 series. Abernathy, Tatum in the ball game, number 43, and it's going to be off of Golden State. So we have Tatum, Ford, Abernathy, Don Chaney, and Kareem in the lineup. Look at that panoramic view. Our guy up there in the rafters. Boy, that's a coach's view there, isn't it?
That's a heck of a shot. You can learn a lot from that. And there it is.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
just
what you
as
learn
devastating from above as down below, right?
That's it.
So Kareem now with a total of 35 points. 80-72, and they're back with an 8.
I tell you, Gary, the Warriors are best when their running attack is going, and the Lakers are best when they seem to pattern themselves and get the ball into Kareem.
There's Parrish with that good touch. Doesn't get it, though, and Kareem comes away with a rebound once again. Los Angeles made a move. They cut it to 4, and now had it bumped back up. Now they can cut it to 6. This has been a catch-up situation all afternoon long for Los Angeles. Ford up to Don Chaney. Rebound Parrish. Parrish with a good movement. Off it comes now to Dudley. Dudley up to Wilkes. Wilkes has had the hot hand.
That was a great penetration move by Dudley. He forced the defense in, and he passed it right back out to Wilkes, who had a good percentage shot. There's a steal.
Boy, that view from up above, that's devastating, isn't it? Off it comes now to Don Chaney. Off to Earl Tatum. Tatum. Boy, nothing but the bottom.
Boy, from the view from the top, you can tell when it's going in or not.
Tatum now with 6 points. Here's Parrish coming right back. Boy, this big guy has nice touch.
Well, like I said, he plays it a lot different than Clifford does. Clifford's more of a defensive center, a picking, screening center, where Parrish is more offensive-minded.
Now, there's Kareem going through everybody, and I believe, what do we got, a goaltending call?
Called a goaltending, but from this angle, it looked like he hit it.
Well, let's look at it.
He comes in. I think Parrish hits the ball against the board, which would not make that goaltending. He does. That's not goaltending.
Well, it's 37 points for Kareem, and now it's 84-76. You and I might not agree, but it doesn't really count.
Still 2 more.
Jamal Wilkes now with Abernathy on him. Wilkes to Parrish. Well, he came back. I think he might have had a little anxiety, some frustration erased right there.
I tell you what, I think he had a gut feeling is what it was. But a beautiful penetration, beautiful pass by Wilkes. He goes up and jams it.
That is called revenge, I believe, from that other play just a moment ago. 86-76. It's back to 10 now for Golden State. Tatum with 6 points. He's got 8. They got to cover him out there.
They're going to have to put a little more pressure on him. They're letting him get set for the shot, and he's a heck of a shooter. You can't let a guy that shoots that well get set.
86-78. Dudley brings it out to Wilkes. He is hot. Boy, he wants the ball now.
Wilkes is the man. And whenever a guy gets hot like that, you'll continue to see them going to him.
He has 20 points. His best performance was 27 points in the 4th game of this playoff series. Kareem against Parrish. And that's that jump shot he's added this year.
That's the one you want him to take. But he's so hot, and he's been so dominant. What can you say?
Well, all he's got now is 39 points, and we still have another quarter to play. We have 15 seconds left in this one. They're going for the last shot now of the 3rd quarter, 88-80. Barry picked up by Don Ford. What a finish we're going to have here in Oakland. Barry, he's got his own rebound, and he's not going to get it to go. That could have been an important shot in this game. So the 3rd quarter comes to a close here. We'll have a lot of basketball coming your way. An 8-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. Well, we have 12 minutes, which could represent the final 12 minutes of this season for the Golden State Warriors. They trail 3 games to 2. And one reason they've got to be concerned as we come to this 4th quarter is this one guy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 39 points, 1 more point than Pistol. That means 4 of the games he has scored 40 or more points.
He's playing with such great intensity. It's amazing that a guy can sustain it as long as he has.
88-80 as we start the 4th quarter. It's been as close as 4 points in the 3rd quarter. It's been as far apart as 20 points. Golden State had that lead in the 2nd quarter. Abernathy on Wilkes, and he stepped out of bounds. And we welcome you to Oakland. We've just started the fourth quarter of play. The Golden State Warriors lead the Los Angeles Lakers 88-80 as Phil Smith now bumps it up to 10 points, 90-80. As you look now from the top of the Raptors here, our cameraman giving you a bird's eye view of the action. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 39 points. He's just been outstanding once again. As Golden State has to win here today or their season comes to a close.
In that third period, Dudley had 7 assists. What people don't realize that is all coming from penetration. If you have good penetration, you're leaving guys like Wilkes at open, good percentage shot that he wants.
And now Lee Jones is not going to allow that basket. As that is a foul on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There's Lee Jones. That's his 5th personal foul. He picked up 4 in the second quarter and had to sit down. And now in real foul difficulty, and Kareem is letting Lee Jones know about it.
He's inviting him over for a little coffee, I think, after the game.
Rick Barry having a sensational game, and Kareem bats it out of bounds. Rick Barry felt the wrath of Kareem as he came across to bat that one away. Look at him. You don't think he isn't ready to play? Bill Smith now inbounds the ball. 11:09 to go in the game. Here's Johnson against Kareem. And now it's a 12-point lead, 92-80.
That was a great shot.
Johnson able to score. Don Chaney picked up by Johnson. Johnson last Sunday and this Sunday has really played remarkably well for Golden State. He had 28 points a week ago. Chaney trying to get it into Kareem. Kareem looking for 40 points, and he's fouled by Parrish, and that's 4 on him. Robert Parrish has committed personal foul number 4.
Going into Kareem here, and look at that Golden State Warrior defense. 4 guys surrounding him, and that's what they have to do. That's what they got to continue doing.
Boy, the arms, the elbows, the pushing, and Parrish is caught. 4th time of the game. 92-80, 10:40 to go. Cassie Russell, he has not been shooting much here today, but he's got 2 now. He took the big guy on inside.
Hey, that's just what you call a strength move, Gary, and Cassie's a strength player.
Bill Smith outside. Parrish from the corner. And a rebound by Tom Abernathy. We've just been informed by CBS Sports that should this game go to the 7th and deciding game on Wednesday night, we will televise it beginning at 11:30 Eastern Time. Here comes Bill Smith. Oh! Bill Smith now with 11 points in the game. 94-82. Smith, who has not had a great series, now coming on strong. Johnson trying to pick up the foul. So it's 94-82, 9:57 left to go in this game. We come back, Kareem following inside. The basket will not count. He's guilty of traveling to the ball. A frustrating 4th quarter for this guy who's picked up his 5th foul, and now is called for walking.
Well, what is happening is the fact that Golden State is putting more pressure on. They're sagging in, and they're getting more weak side help.
I think we have a technical foul also against Kareem.
I think that was going to come. He's been laying it pretty good on Lee Jones.
So Rick Barry, what a free throw shooter to send to the line. All he shot this year was 92%. That's 2nd best in the NBA.
That's a shot that Phil Smith might have needed, Gary, to get over the hump, his little slump, is that dunk that he just did.
Now here comes Larry McNeil, number 43. We have a correction to make, Pistol. That technical was on Jerry West and not on Kareem. So Jerry West will be slapped with it.
That's interesting.
So right now his team in danger of having to go to that 7th game Wednesday night. And again, we remind you that game will be televised right here on CBS beginning at 11:30 Eastern. But this one still isn't over. 95-82. 9.5 minutes to go. Parrish and a lot of traffic. Kareem's going to have to lay off in there a little bit for that 5th foul, and he can't handle that one. It goes out of bounds. You can see he stayed away from Parrish.
He stayed away. He doesn't want to pick up that 6. But I tell you, the Lakers have got to play with a little more intensity. They're not really giving him that much help inside. Kareem's been doing it all. He's got to get a little more help.
Larry McNeil has just checked in into Rick Barry. Barry outside. Boy, he always finds an open man. Johnson. Rebound McNeil. Up against Tatum. 2 former Marquette players going head-to-head on that one. And now it's 97-82. Remember, the Lakers have lost 15 straight here in Oakland. They haven't won here since 1973. But you go to the Forum, and the Lakers have won 13 straight.
Like we said at the beginning, it's been a home court series.
Outside, Allen. Rebound, Kareem. Look at him. Have to horse it. He has 41 points. Right now, L.A.'s been outscored in this fourth quarter 9-4.
You cannot ask anything more of Jabbar. He's done everything today as he's done in the past game.
Barry driving. Nice block by Kareem. Here comes Earl Tatum. 97-84. Lakers need a basket, and Tatum can give it to him. Boy, he's deadly out there.
Again, I don't think he's missed, Gary. And like I said, if you let a guy like Tatum set for a shot, it's an automatic 2 points most of the time.
He's in double figures now with 10 points. 97-86.
It's very important now for Golden State to be patient and get a good shot, not to turn the ball over.
Now, is that a good shot that went in?
Well, when you're hot, you're hot.
Johnson is hot right now. They call him Jack Johnson. He's so strong. CJ, he's known by many of the fans here. Having another good game. Lucius Allen feeling his defensive pressure. Tatum again. Boy, he is right now zeroed in. They better get the ball to him.
They've got to put more pressure on him. The guards are sagging in, and they got to put more pressure on him. And that's what's going to happen when Kareem is in the middle.
Inside 8 minutes, Smith intended for Parrish, thrown away. And that's what you were talking about, Pistol. They got to have a little more patience.
Got to have more patience, and they can't. They ill afford cannot make any turnovers coming down the stretch now, because it only takes a couple baskets by Kareem to put this game back into close contention.
Ford is checked back in. Don Ford has replaced Tom Abernathy for Los Angeles. Cheney off to Ford. Ford picked up by Barry. Ford's going to take him inside, gets it out to Kareem. Lucius Allen. That's a tough shot. Rebound comes out now to Phil Smith. Smith to Johnson. And Tatum blocked it, but a foul by Barry.
All that is hustle right there, Gary. And Rick Barry provided the impet.
He has 27 points. Rick Barry, who has over 40 points in 2 games in this series himself. Cheney outside. He doesn't shoot often, averaging only 6 points a game, but he got one.
That's what happens. When everybody sags in on Kareem, he can pick them apart, and they're going to get that good outside percentage shot.
101-90. Parrish. See Jabbar. Now he comes out and picks him up despite 5 fouls, and McNeil's in there.
Again, the Lakers are just not playing that aggressively on defense like they did in game number 5.
An update on that Denver-Portland game. The Nuggets leading the Trailblazers at the end of the third quarter, 83-77. We'll keep you up to date on that one.
There's that weak side help that I was talking about. Phil Smith came over, was from a lob pass to Kareem and stole it, and they got the ball. And luckily, they still have it.
Tatum bats it away. It'll be Golden State's basketball. Golden State is called timeout as you see Cassie Russell getting ready to come into the game. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left. 103-90, Golden State. Portland, Denver, they've got quite a game shaping up. Let's check in on it. Jerry Gross and Steve Jones courtside.
Jimmy Price with the score, 83-79. Denver leading. Price again. Good turnaround move by Jim Price.
Well, Jim Price gets a big basket again. This is not really a big offensive uniform. I think we can look for Matt Calvin to come back in the game for the Nuggets as their offense begins to struggle. They get nothing, and Johnny Davis with the ball. Big basket.
Johnny Davis, the rookie, has scored 8 points. And with 10 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the fourth period, the Nuggets of Denver 85, the Trailblazers of Portland 81.
Back at Oakland, 6:09 left. Los Angeles has just turned the ball over once again. Golden State with a 105-90 lead as they're beating back this challenge by Los Angeles, trying to extend the playoff to Wednesday night.
Well, coming down the stretch here, Golden State has to take good percentage shots. They must not make any turnovers. On the other hand, Los Angeles has got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more aggressive, maybe gamble some on defense, because they have Kareem back there to try to block the shots.
Kareem with 5 fouls. He has to lay off. Here's Johnson. Partially blocked by Cheney. Kareem can't handle it. Here comes Larry McNeil. Up to Rick Barry, and Barry can't get one. Parrish loses it out. It'll be Los Angeles basketball. This game has been a remarkable struggle. Both teams have, intensity-wise, played about as hard as you can play.
Exactly true.
Allen now picked up by Johnson. Amazing that Los Angeles hasn't won here since 1973. Here's Allen back to Cheney. And there it is. You could see how Kareem was kind of jockeying for position in there.
But it's difficult when you got 3 men around you.
105 to 92. Los Angeles somehow going to try to pull it out. Perry's working on Kareem. Trying to lay off of him.
I tell you what, Gary, it might be time for Los Angeles to circle their wagons, because if they don't start shooting the ball a little bit straighter, that's going to force this playoff back to L.A.
All right, now on this bird's eye view, let's watch how they get the ball inside. There is Ford getting in there. You can see how the penetration was made, and an easy 2 for Don Ford. 107 to 94. As you watch Phil Smith against Don Cheney. Out to Barry. Barry, I don't know. That's some shot. I believe we've got some offensive interference that time up around the goal. No, they called a foul on Larry McNeil. Look at Barry. Barry says, now, wait a minute.
Barry comes in. He thought he got pushed on that shot. He didn't. McNeil comes over Kareem's back. It was a good call.
That is the second foul on McNeil, second team foul. Now, let's kind of watch on this bird's eye view how they get the ball, if they can, into Kareem. See Kareem at the bottom there. He's arguing with the official. Now, look at this.
Well, there's Smith. He's staying over there. That's what they want.
So he dishes off to Allen. Allen's going to try one. Kareem is there. Keeps it in play. That one is blocked, and Phil Smith comes away with it. Here comes Smith. He's wasting no time. I think you pointed out very, very well that Phil Smith seemingly has turned it around in this game.
He's turned around ever since that dunk, and that's all it takes to change a person's momentum.
Ford can't get it to go. Cassie Russell, and Russell's having an off day. He's been fouled, though, and the foul will go against McNeil, his third.
Smith has his confidence back right now, Gary, and this could be a determining factor if this game should go back to Los Angeles, because Smith has really been a mystery so far in this series.
So we want to look ahead a little bit. You know, we're going to have some basketball coming up. We're going to have Houston and Philadelphia for sure in the playoffs as we bring all the action your way on Friday and Sunday. But also, a reminder, should this game be won by Golden State and we go to a 7th and deciding game, we will televise that game this Wednesday from the Forum in Los Angeles, 11:30 Eastern Time, right here on CBS. Here's Cassie Russell, who's missed, I think, only 2 free throws in this entire playoff series. He is automatic at the line.
He's been phenomenal at the free throw line, especially during this playoff series. And free throws are so important going down the stretch.
I was wrong. He'd missed only 1 of 22 coming into this afternoon. So he has been zeroing in on it. 109 to 96. The fourth quarter score now in Denver. The Nuggets leading Portland 91 to 83. 8:36 to go in that game. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Out it comes now to Jamal Wilkes. He's going to have a tough time getting that one to go. Cassie Russell with the rebound to Kareem, who was down there. Batted away by Wilkes. Now, wait a minute. They say Kareem touched the leg. Look at Jerry West. Tees up. Let's look at it again.
Here he comes. He goes in. He gets the ball knocked out of his hands. A good play. From that angle, I couldn't tell if it did or not.
Boy, I can't either. Anyway, here's Kareem driving. Al Adams, you see him. He wanted that.
I thought for sure that was a charge.
Here's Cheney. Cheney hitting. Boy, it's getting physical right now. Al Adams is looking up. Hey, what's happening here?
The game is definitely tightened up. They had a 14-point lead. Now it's down to 11.
109 to 98. Inside 3 minutes to go in this one. 3 games to 2 L.A. leading. Golden State trying to send it to the 7th game on Wednesday night. And we'll be there. CBS will be there to carry all the action to you. Shot. And now, with 4 seconds on the shot clock, Johnson just has 14 points.
A very difficult shot, but a shot that was very clutch. And he's a shooter. That's who you should go to.
And it goes now to Kareem. Kareem, look at him. There's 5 guys around him. We're going to have a jump ball, I believe.
That's what I was talking about, Gary. That's the best defense you can do on any individual.
You talk about it.
Watch Kareem here. Watch Kareem. He turns in, and look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys around him.
So we have a timeout. 2:26 to go. Golden State on top.
Ten years ago, no one knew me. I was part of the famous no-name defense. Then we built our reputation by being fast. Now, I don't want to lose that. I drink light beer from Miller because it doesn't fill me up, has a third less calories than a regular beer, and it tastes great. Now everyone knows me.
Hey, I know you. You're,
Nick Bonacani.
No, that's not it. Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
There's Franklin Muley, the owner of the Golden State Warriors. Well, he's got to be happy about the outcome of this if it continues as it is. We were mentioning on that promo just a moment ago about the games coming up in the NBA playoffs. We want to add that Wednesday night game. Should Golden State win this afternoon, again, that game will be televised on CBS, 11:30 Eastern, Wednesday night. Already today, Philadelphia and Houston have clinched their series. They move into the Final Four. Still 2 more positions to be decided. Off it comes, Cassie Russell. Headed for Kareem, off to Kareem. It'll be Golden State's ball.
And what Golden State has to do right now is just use the clock up. They know that they have the lead. They know they can relax. They can take their time and just use the clock. Seattle's out there telling them just use the clock.
Another score. Denver is leading Portland 93-91. 5:37 left in that one. You'll know what's happening there because we'll switch. We'll keep you up to date. Here's Jamal Wilkes. A lot of really tall people standing around. Batted around, comes back with it. That's a very difficult shot, but he had to because the shot clock had run down. They didn't get it off in time.
That's what usually happens, Gary. If you have to just use the clock, what will happen is you end up taking a bad percentage shot, but it's better to take a bad percentage shot and use up the time, especially in this situation.
Larry McNeil checks out. Rick Barry has checked back in. You see the time remaining in the game, the right hand of your screen, 1:52. Earl Tatum brings it up against Bill Smith. So Golden State going to make it 16 in a row over Los Angeles here in Oakland. It'll be in the Forum Wednesday night, and CBS will be there to bring it to you. Cassie Russell. Russell has not scored very much this afternoon. He has been shut down. He has 14 points.
They need more point production out of Cassie than 14. Going back to L.A., they're going to have to get, a good production out of him point-wise for them to be successful.
He had 21 points in the second game, which they won in the Los Angeles Forum. Here's Barry. Kareem just kind of flat. Just, flick of the wrist, had it out of play easily.
What he actually tried to do there, though, was to save the ball. He didn't try to knock it out of bounds. He tried to knock it to a teammate.
Johnson. Boy, he has had a sensational 2 Sundays in a row. Immediately following the conclusion of this game, we're going to switch to Denver and catch the exciting wrap-up of that game between the Trailblazers and Nuggets. He'll let Cheney shoot. Kareem trying to follow. Well, I tell you, Kareem's had to play entirely different with 5 fouls. But he still has 43 points. 43 points, and he really hasn't made his across-the-middle move in this last quarter. I want to thank our director, Tony Verna, our producer, Bob Stenner. Excellent job they've done. Our associate producer, Jim Crum, as Parrish loses one out. It's going to be LA's basketball. Those guys have done a good job on the truck. And now it's going to go to a 7th game, Pistol Pete Maravich, and it goes back to that home court thing again. Goes back to the home court series. As we stated, this has really been the key to these 6 games. So now the Lakers will bring it in. 53 seconds remaining in this one. Well, they've won 13 straight. They're 40-4 for the year in the Los Angeles Forum. So one over the other. They're both just unreal. Here's Cassie Russell missing outside. Parrish comes with a rebound. Off it comes to Phil Smith. Smith picked up by Don Cheney. Ford looking at Wilkes. They're just taking her time now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tough shot. Parrish trying to follow. He got it. 26 seconds left. Welcome to Oakland. We have 18 seconds left in this game as Earl Tatum hits from the side for Los Angeles. Golden State is winning 115-104, which means they will have a 7th and deciding game Wednesday night, and you'll see it on CBS at 11:30 Eastern Time. As Russell to Ford, it's all academic right now. As it's 115-106, the Golden State Warriors have for the 16th consecutive time defeated the Los Angeles Lakers here in Oakland. And so the series is even at 3 games each. This is Gary Bender speaking for Pistol Pete Maravich from the Oakland Coliseum with the final score. Golden State 115, the Los Angeles Lakers 106. Let's go now to Denver for that game between the Trailblazers and Nuggets, Jerry Gross and Steve Jones.